Yo, what's going on, good people? This your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a story I want to bring to you, so let's get into it right now. All right, guys, I'm going to bring up this person right here. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at a teenager, 18 years old, I believe, by the name of Jazmin Paez. That's Jazmin Paez. All right. What we have here is this young lady attempted to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old child. I'm not kidding. This is what it is. Tried to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old child. Now again, I gotta go back to Carly. You know, you kind of throw it up in there, everybody, we talking about the story about her, the things she have done, in an attempt to do God knows what, whatever kind of shenanigans she was trying to pull, she did what she did. Now it seems like we heard her story, seen her story. Now you just got a lot of people just coming out here doing just a whole bunch of crap. And for what? For what? I don't know. But like I always told y'all, just when you think you heard the worst is yet to come. Something got to be fucked up in your mind for you to sit up here and want to hire someone to kill your 3-year-old child. Ladies and gentlemen, have a listen.
Developing now, just a horrific story. An 18-year-old mother bonding out after being accused of the unthinkable.
Yeah, police say she tried to hire a hitman to kill her own 3-year-old son. Local 10 News reporter Syra Anwar is live outside the jail in West Miami-Dade.
I know you have the latest on this murder for hire plot that, it was just all of us are shaking our heads about this one.
Absolutely. If you read the arrest report, Christy, it is unbelievable. I tried to talk to this woman as she was leaving the jail this morning. I asked her what she thought about these charges. She had no comment, but these allegations against her are very serious and very disturbing.
Did you hire a hitman to kill your son?
No comment from Jazmin Paez as she walks out of the County Correctional Center alone, out on bond.
Jazmin, do you have any comment on what you're accused of?
18-year-old Paez is accused of trying to hire a hitman online to kill her 3-year-old son. Documents say she was soliciting a hitman from a website, but didn't know the site was actually made to alert authorities to attempts just like this one. The arrest report says the online request reason was, quote, to get something done once and for all, end quote, and included a photo of the little boy. Paez allegedly then offered a hitman who was actually
included a photo of her own child. This is wild.
Detective $3,000 for the job. Paez was arrested Wednesday night after authorities tracked the IP address from the hitman request to Paez and verified her phone as the one used to text the detective, whom she thought was a hitman. In fact, a detective says the hitman website was still active on her phone's web browser. She was booked into TGK, a Miami-Dade bond court judge setting her bond at $15,000.
Now, the judge ordered that Paez must stay away from that child who is currently under the care of a grandparent. But what happens next as far as that child's custody is not yet clear. We are working on getting that update for you. But that is the very latest from West Miami-Dade County. Syra Anwar, Local 10 News.
I don't know what needs to be clear. Because if this woman going this far to offer her own child, then I think there would be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, that this child needs to be out of her sight, out of her presence, don't need to be around at all. Okay, ladies, again, please take heed to the message that a lot of people are telling y'all. If y'all not ready for children, especially at her age, 18 years old, you young generation, this is what made my platform is to the young generation. If you're not ready for a child, then do not have one. Take the precautions to not have a child. It's not hard. It's very simple. It's not hard at all. Okay? Because me personally, you already know if you want a child or not. You know, no matter how much a man try to manipulate you to do this and do that for our sex goals and try to get you impregnated, you as a woman should already know if you want a child or not. Because I believe a man already does know if you want a child or not. You know, but you as the woman, since you the one that can produce the life, you should already know if you ready to be in that position or whatnot. Now I know some of y'all do that to try to keep a man around. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, and I say this to the men and women. Nobody's going to stick around unless they want to stick around, okay? No matter how much you fuck them, suck them, get pregnant, or how many children you have by anything, nobody going to stick around unless they want to stick around, okay? It's just that simple. You cannot make no one like you, all right? You just can't. No matter how much you shower them with gifts, no matter how much you give them a good morning text, how you doing, and this, that, and third, if they don't like you, they just don't like you. And you got some that will use that to their advantage and just play you like a fool. Trust me, I'd have been there before. There's probably a lot of us that have been there before. I'd have been there before. I have. And it stings you a little. It does. But you know, hey, you live and learn. Like the spinners said, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn. Love don't love nobody. All right? So to you to the young generation, I preach that message to you. Okay? Now, something interesting here. Her father comes to her defense. Here it goes.
To the story that we've been talking about, the young woman accused of hiring a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son. Well, she's out on bond tonight, and her father is speaking only on 6 about the serious accusations she's facing.
Let's get to NBC6 reporter Christian Colon joining us with what that and Miami-Dade police have learned, Christian, in the wake of this very unique and troubling investigation.
Yeah, the father told us his daughter needs the medical attention. As for Miami-Dade police, they admit there was a delay in this case just because of how unique this story was, but they point out how quick a detective was put on the case, and eventually there was an arrest.
18-year-old Jazmin Paez walked out of jail without saying a word, but her dad speaking out, saying there's more to the story.
Ella es una niña que nació con problemas.
My daughter is a little girl who was born with health problems. She has liquid retained in her neck. She had 12 surgeries. She lost the ability to move her face. She's been bullied in school. They called her the monster.
En la escuela le decían que era un monstruo.
Police say Paez went on a parody website to seek a hitman to allegedly kill her 3-year-old son. The website owner called police to report it. Robert Inez tells us he called Miami-Dade non-emergency number 3 times, but they referred him to Crime Stoppers. However, on that 3rd call, that's when a detective was put on the case.
Because of the fact that it involved an online allegations. So that's what caused a little bit of a delay when he made him call a couple of times. But then once they were able to get a grasp on exactly what he was referring to and how this is playing out, that's when that call taker passed that information to the on-duty supervisor at our communications bureau.
Tonight, police admit there was a delay, but say they arrested the suspect in hours.
Communications Bureau has been in talks with us all day because of the fact that this is so bizarre, where we can utilize this now and create a best practice because of the fact that simply because you run into something that's a little bizarre and it's the first time you run into it doesn't mean you'll never run into it again.
And police say that 3-year-old was living with his grandma at the time because of how young Jazmin was when she had that child. Tonight we are learning he is safe conditions. DCF is now investigating this whole thing. As for Paez, she has a court hearing coming up next month. We're live at the Miami-Dade Police Headquarters. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
So that's the case. That means she had this child somewhere between 14 and 15. She had this child somewhere between 14 and 15. Now, let me say this right here. I'm going to say it right here. And please don't think that I'm taking up for it because I'm not. I just want y'all to look at where I'm coming from. You know, all right. Peer pressure is a motherfucker. All right, it is. And you got people who treat you certain ways because of your looks or your face deformed or any kind of disability that you have. It will take a toll of you. I mean, you're human, you have feelings. All right? You are human and you have feelings. And sometimes it does make you do crazy shit. And it make you have crazy thoughts. It does. All right? And a lot of times people do get caught in a crossfire when people deal with this stuff. All right? But at the same time, though, you have to ask the question, what did her child have anything to do with this? Okay? Your child wouldn't even stand with you. Your grandma was taking care of this boy. So why did you want to kill your child? Why? Now, that's one thing you're dealing with that. I totally get it, and I'm not going to downplay that. But it's another thing when it's being used as an excuse. And how many times I got to tell y'all, when it comes to the parents, they're not going to let their child look bad. They're going to always try to say this going on, that going on, this going on, that going on. And to the world, a lot of people do understand. They do. But you cannot use it as an excuse. You can't. Because regardless of what, that child is innocent. That child is innocent. Had nothing to do with that. All right? She had multiple surgeries and things like that. Hey, the baby who I talked about earlier this morning, she had multiple surgeries and things like that. But her parents didn't try to have nobody kill that baby. Just an unfortunate incident happened that the bus monitor was being reckless and not taking a look back there to make sure it was the child safe. And the child ended up dead. So that didn't come from them hiring somebody to murder their child. Okay? So, again, I want y'all to understand. I get it. Peer pressure is real. Sorry about that. Put it on silent. Peer pressure is real. It is. But it shouldn't be used as an excuse for something like this. Now, thankfully, the child isn't dead. And the plan didn't go through. So, thankfully for that. A Miami father is defending his daughter, and amid allegations, she went on to a Parody website to request a hitman to kill her toddler son. Jazmin Paez, 18, was arrested Tuesday after police said she visited rentahitman.com and requested a killer to murder her 3-year-old before the end of the week. According to an arrest report, Paez offered $3,000 and even sent photos and the address of where her child would be. Police said the child was living with her grandmother at the time. After Paez became a mother at around 15 years old, so yeah, like I said, around about 14 or 15. The Parody website was initially for a cybersecurity company, but over the years, alleged criminals have contacted it seeking hitman services. In an online forum, Paez allegedly wrote she wanted to have her son killed to get something done once and for all. But what though? Her extra request was to be taken away far, far, far away and possibly be killed. But ASAP, she wanted to be killed. What? Well, I guess she wanted to be killed herself. I don't know. Once Paez's request came in, the website owner contacted Miami police, who arrested her on charges of soliciting murder and unlawful use of a communication device. So apparently, if I'm reading this right, not only she wanted her child killed, but she wanted somebody to take her far, far away, kill her, or what she said, she wanted the child to be taken far, far away to be killed. All right? Her father said the case is not what it seems. She has medical complications, had over 12 surgeries in her lifetime. And out of 12 surgeries, sir, I'm sorry to say, but it didn't stop her from laying down and get pregnant, though. Okay, so is it really fair to use that excuse to say she been through that, that's why she did this, versus can you use that excuse that she laid down and got pregnant by whoever she got pregnant by at the age of 15. You know? The dad said he's confident that the justice system will bring out the truth. All right. All right. Guys, this is sad. And I hope this ain't going to be another trend that you got one person use your children for X, Y, Z. Now everybody finna do dumb shit to be using children to do X, Y, Z. All of it is unacceptable. And especially when you got grown women who appears to have a mind of a child. You got grown women, young adults who have the mind of a child. Or should I say, not only have a mind of a child, but they feel like they entitled. They feel like they entitled. All right? So, like I always say, this can happen in any culture, not just black, not just white. This can happen in any culture of people. It's all over the world. It ain't just one race. It ain't just one gender. If these people got the mindset to do this type of fuck shit, they gonna do it. And it's sadly, we can't save every child. And it's sadly, we can't save everybody. But just think about if we could. Would this world be a better place? Ladies and gentlemen, that's my thoughts on this story. Please tell me your thoughts on this story. And let me know how you feel. And join the website at thechristhornshow.com. Love to have you. Come on over there, register and subscribe. And I'll be doing lives over there as well. All right. Talk to y'all later and see y'all next time. Peace out.